Hey everybody. How's it going? So, for me today, I actually was homesick from work. I have my wife pointed out to me that I had actually not had a day where I was more awake than asleep for several days. I was like, oh, yeah, that's really true. Um, like the only thing that I did today was I went out and I cleaned off my car in terms of leaving the apartment. Um, and I will say today I felt better. And so this evening I actually had the energy and the brains to sit down and do some writing. And it was really nice. Now, I had an experiment. I said, I'm not going to worry about my word count. I'm not going to worry about my word count at all. I'm going to pay no attention to it. And because I know I'm not going to get 50,000 words, I just want to write. Because typically when I'm working on stuff, I don't pay attention to my word count. I pay attention to how much time I spent writing. So I focused on that, and I wrote for an hour and a half this evening. Just polished off kind of a small scene, got a little bit further, and that was good. I was feeling really good about this. And then, I violated my own experiment. I know. See, I said, well, I want to give them something for this video, for the magical word count chart. Like, I started it, I promised I would show it, so there we go. So I looked at my word count, how many words I'd written, and I read like 12,048, or 1,248. And I was just gutted. I was just devastated. Like all those positive feelings that I'd had associated with, like, yeah, I wrote for an hour and a half. That felt really nice. That felt really productive. Just smack. No, you didn't write that many words. You didn't write enough words. And that was surprisingly sucky. I did not anticipate how frustrating that would be. I will go ahead and keep providing you a word count just so that you all know what it looks like throughout the rest of the week, because I feel like I owe it to you all that much. But if you're writing and you're having a good time with it and you enjoy the time you spend writing, and then you do look at your word count and you just are like sucker punched and you're just like, oh, then maybe don't look at your word count. Maybe find some other metric that you can measure to gauge your progress. Because again, the whole point of Nano is to get you used to writing, and that also means trying to build up some positive associations with writing to show you that you can do this. Word count is a good metric to push yourself. Word count is a good metric to push yourself to write every day and to force yourself to sit there until you get going. That's something that some people need. But if that metric isn't working for you, if it ends up frustrating you more than it ends up helping you, then don't use that metric. Find another metric, especially as we move beyond November. It's okay if you don't write 10,000 words in a week or however many it is, because writing is writing, creating is creating, and it's important no matter how fast or slow it goes. Everyone has a different process, everyone has a different pace. That being said, that was an interesting observation that I had that I did not really expect to have. But as promised, here is the magical word count chart. 1, 2, 3, bam! As you can see, I am nowhere close to 50,000 words, and I don't plan on being anywhere close to 50,000 words. For the next few nights, I'm not going to bother looking at my word count until after I finish writing, just because I do like spending time writing, and instead of agonizing over, hey, I need to write another 200 words or whatever, I prefer to focus instead on the amount of time I spend writing, so... but I'm going to keep updating this chart throughout the end of the month so that you can all see this. That's all that I have. There will also be a big reflection episode after NaNoWriMo, so stay tuned for that as well. I think a lot of people do not iterate enough on their process. But anyways, that gets into a whole other video. That's all that I have for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get this edited and uploaded. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you're in Kansas City, yeah, I hope that you dug out just fine today. If you're not in Kansas City, I hope you avoided any blizzards or snowstorms that hit lots of the area. And if you didn't have any of those, then hey, I hope your day was lovely. So, alright, everybody, that's all I have for tonight. I will talk to you all later.